Hi everybody, this is Sonya Dessureault, BTOO Open 2020, Sunday morning class. Thank you for waking up and not leaving me alone at 10 a.m. crying with my coffee. I really appreciate that. We talked about smoother is better, so I made you do a fun game that has a purpose. We were getting closer and closer to West Coast Swing, but first I wanted to take you outside of your box. So I call it unlocking your body. The first step of this drill, you can do it by yourself, but we did it with a partner. So first step was finding a joint, an articulation. So again, this is not an articulation, just bone and meat and whatever else. So somewhere like elbow, wrist, shoulder, rib cage, spine, hips, knees and toe, knees and toe. So from here, I pick an articulation, I place my partner here. The person who's being moved, make sure you're moving only that articulation. If we're trying to move the elbow but everything goes somewhere else, we're not managing to really isolate, right? So I go here, stay here. Now my partner is going to go wrist. I stay here, they're going to go hip. I stay here, etc., etc. This is just to find how every joint can move in the body. The person that's moving the other one, move with your body also. Don't go just this, yeah? So I want to move their rib cage, I go, yeah, so I'm connected here. I move my rib cage also, so I'm starting to get into a real lead and follow mode where I would actually use my body. Second step of this drill is to work with momentum. So we still start with a joint. I'm going to show elbow again just because it's easier for the visual. So first partner gives an energy through a joint. So here, let's say I have an energy going up here. I need to keep moving until I get the next direction. It is on me to find a path in my body. So let's say this is going up, and then at some point I go, okay, I can't go further with my elbow. I feel like it's getting in my shoulder. Great, go for it. So you have elbow, shoulder, maybe I go through my spine, maybe it goes sideways, maybe I decide to do a weight transfer, maybe it brings me in a weird rotation until I get the next information. What I don't want to see is that from here you can't move your elbow anymore and then it becomes a block, right? Or you're here and you try to find the path, but it doesn't make sense. Like, what was the link between this and this, yeah? So next joint, maybe it's your wrist for you. Maybe you go here and you go, oh, I want to go through the wrist and through the fingers, and then I redirect it from here, and then you get another direction on your shoulders, for example, from your partner. And then again, don't go here, go shoulder first, and then the pad inside of your body. Next step from that was to add the resistance. So in West Coast Swing, we don't move from a touch. Yeah, that's not a lead. We move from building compression, building connection with the partner, and then redirecting. So we use the same idea. Here, again, you can start wherever else on the body. You give an energy to the partner. You have to keep moving through your body. The person who's manipulating the other one has to find the opposition. So if I'm moving my arm in this direction, yeah, so this arc going up, the opposition is the arc going back down. So I have this motion in my body, I'm manipulating, so I'm two people at the same time, right, for following. So I'm manipulating here, I put my hand here, person A keeps moving through, so we're building resistance here, building compression, until you get the right direction. If you try this by yourself, obviously the joint, you can just tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna move the right shoulder up. Yeah, and I'm building the pieces by myself. Right wrist extending, yeah, left knee, etc. If you're doing momentum, same thing. I go from the right shoulder, finding a path in my body, then I go, okay, I'm gonna go right ankle and go here. The last one, if you do by yourself, use whatever solid structure you have around you. You're not gonna get the right direction, but you're gonna get the idea of the pressure. So I go, okay, let's say I went right shoulder back. I go right shoulder back, find the momentum in my body, find my opposition. So I'm building resistance into the wall. Then from here, I'm going to have to redirect myself by myself, which my partner would do, and then pick another body part. Okay, I'm picking the hip. Okay, go from the hip, etc. Then we brought it back into your West Coast Swing. We said left side pass for now. You can use this in any pattern, obviously. For the leaders, I need to give a direction on one. That's the most important piece. From there, find which piece of the body you want to move, exaggerate it. So I go one, and I want to move my hip. Really exaggerate, bring your body inside of it. I don't care what it looks like, go outside of your box. Followers, you get the direction, take that energy, find which piece of the body you're moving, same thing, exaggerate through. And then we found that when the follower was moving around, because you were connecting and you were not thinking of your West Coast swing, you were listening more. So we had, for example, the follower giving an angle like this and see where this wants to go. And then leaders, you were starting to bring it into a weird inside turn, yeah, because you're paying attention to your partner. So now we have communication, we feel each other all the way through, we have the connection, we have the flight, yeah, the momentum, smooth down the track. Obviously bring it back a little bit so it looks a little bit more West Coast swingy eventually. It can be 8-10 counts to start, then bring it back to a 6 count. We found a lot of new motion in the body. Again, let yourself explore. Don't be worried about, oh, I want to do this styling, and then it feels like it doesn't fit with the energy. I start with my energy and I see if my body can go there. You're going to feel like you don't have to style on top of your lead or on top of your follow. You're going to feel like you're using the energy to move through your body. And that was it. If you want to know more about me, go on www.sonya.dance or sonyadance.com. This is a video platform, all solo drills for followers. Thank you.